What is going on with my AirPods? Hold on. Because my AirPods was just sounding crazy. I don't know what that was about. Okay. All right. Hey. Because what? It's definitely a lot of like spiritual warfare in the energy. It is November 1st. So it's definitely a lot of weirdness going on. I ain't even know how to. But whoever I'm talking to, you're definitely going through a transition at this time. You are moving from one space of your life to the next. So we're gonna get into it because the veil is lifted. Because like October 31st, but we're gonna get into it. What they need to know. Yeah, it's like somebody's trying to like manifest some type of a struggle in somebody or like some type of insecurity. I don't know, like the energy is really weird. Somebody definitely is setting a lot of boundaries at this time. Yeah, like you're doing a lot of like self-reflection, right? And then a lot of the self-reflection is you communicating with the most high because the most high is definitely showing you like a lot of signs, right? So you're getting a lot of signs and synchronicities about this new beginning that you're on. Okay, somebody definitely has like some new career opportunities coming their way. You definitely have a lot of resources. Judgment has definitely been called on whoever's been trying to manifest any negativity in your life. Yeah, it's like they're at a stalemate now. Like they're definitely stuck. And this individual is like honestly left to deal with whatever they were collaborating like with, right? Yeah, but you're growing. You're definitely finding your direction and where you're going, and it's like leading to your expansion. Yeah, and it's because of your strength. Like you definitely have a lot of courage. You are very focused as well, and that is what's causing you to be very close to success, right? Your perseverance is definitely noted because there's individuals that try to give like cause roadblocks in your path, and it's just like honestly negativity is what it's coming up. Like somebody's just committed to being low vibrational, but like with this Queen of Swords energy, like you're definitely receiving a lot of support from the Most High. With this Ace of Wands, you absolutely are tapping into your creativity, and it's bringing a lot of new opportunities. Clap out this Ace of Wands, Holy Spirit. Yeah, you have a lot of career opportunities. So that's pretty much a confirmation of what I just said. Somebody's definitely focusing on their skills at this time, and it's going to lead to a lot of harmony. Okay, and then also you'll also be feeling a lot of like fulfillment, and it's going to be like emotional fulfillment because it seems as though hi, it seems as though like someone was working really hard to like affect your emotions. So if that is resonating for you, where somebody's trying to manifest some type of like insecurities into you, like you're definitely being called to focus on your self love. Do the things that make you feel good. Wear the things that make you feel good, okay? And that's going to give you a new perspective, okay? It's going to help you to really focus on the good that is coming in. Like don't really focus on the negativity because it's honestly the negative energy is always going to be there, but you have to focus on the positive. Yeah, somebody's definitely anxious. You could be feeling like fearful, or this could be whoever's in your energy because honestly that's what it's feeling like. Yeah, you have justice really on your side. Like there's definitely someone that is being held accountable for like the things that they did to you that were negative, and you've remained in upright attitude, and that is why you have the success coming your way with the sun card. I'm definitely talking to someone that is you're about to experience a triumph in a situation that was very hard, right? um what about this sun card, Holy Spirit? Yeah, and this is something that you're manifesting because someone has been doing a lot of work to like manifest harmony. You've been trying to manifest like romance and things of that nature could come towards you, and there is like this energy of this new beginning, this journey that you're about to start when it comes to really igniting this passion like within you. Okay. A Glen boy kick fucking rocks, hoe, because I'm not in a fucking mood. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah. I'm definitely talking to somebody that's a nurturer. Like you definitely are a giver, and you're focusing on really giving to yourself. And that is why you are manifesting individuals that are going to invest in you. They are going to really provide you with a lot of clarity because someone has definitely been through the ringer. I can't hold you. Yeah, with this Page of Wands, Queen of Cups, it's like you're really focused on your emotional like stability. You're also very like inspired as to where you're becoming more extroverted, as to where you're starting to express yourself more. You're releasing a lot of the anxieties that had you responding to like certain situations in ways that really didn't like help you, you know? Yeah, King of Swords. Like you're not afraid to stand as this authority figure, you know, you're not afraid to stand up for yourself, and this is definitely helping to delve out justice to the individuals that need to have it. You know, like you're sticking up for yourself, and that's really good. So definitely keep doing that, okay? Because the more that you stick up for yourself, the more that you're opening individuals' eyes. Like a lot of people's eyes are being open right now. What do you need help with? You could email me and look in my bio because I'm over it. But yeah, there's somebody in your energy that's very unstable. There's a lot of like distrust, honestly, but it seems as though they don't trust themselves because your energy is very abundant, right? Like you have material security as to where you have the things that you need, right? But now you are going to be receiving the things that you want. And that's really good because you're shifting your vibration. You know, you are definitely ascending. I'm talking to someone that is very self-sufficient, as to where individuals came to you to be grounded and things like that, and you're no longer being that person because these individuals weren't appreciating it, so they were like draining your energy for real. So it's like you're keeping it to yourself. Yeah, it led to a lot of like conflicts. Someone was definitely like, I can't lie, someone was on bullshit, and now they're like very imbalanced because they did not appreciate your patience. It's like you gave someone like a lot of grace, and now they're like overindulging. Like somebody's definitely going on the wrong path, and it's mainly because you were that guiding light for them, and you're no longer guiding them anymore because turn to the Most High, you know, like that's the energy that I'm picking up. Yeah, your intuition is guiding you towards continuing to do this. Okay, keep being kind and compassionate towards yourself. Keep those boundary up to those individuals that you feel are trying to play in your energy and honestly play in your face. All right, because you practice kindness with the wrong individuals. Like it's not bad to be kind, right? It's just you can't give that to everybody. You know, you have a light that is within you. You're very abundant with your energy as to where you want to help people, but at some point you have to do that for yourself. Okay, what else they need to know? Yeah, we got the Emperor and the Star. Okay, so I definitely could be talking to a divine masculine. I could be talking to an Aries. The Star card is Aquarius, so I could also be talking to an Aquarius. But you are going through this rebirth. Okay, and a big part of this rebirth of this energy I'm feeling is you setting these healthy boundaries and really sticking to these boundaries that you have set. Okay, you're really standing up for yourself. Yeah, and this is something that's new for you. And you are definitely looking towards a lot of possibilities, a lot of possibilities of things that are coming towards you. Yeah, Queen of Wands got stuck in the deck. So you're definitely in a confident energy, right? You're standing up for yourself. You're not afraid to speak up for yourself, and you're not sticking to the status quo because you're realizing the status quo is not, it doesn't lead to long-term success. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're going towards, building this generational wealth. I'm talking to someone that is very passionate as well. Like, you're very passionate when it comes to your journey with the Most High, and then also with your healing journey, right? You're very consistent, and that is a really good space to be, because maybe in the past you could have been like a little bit delusional and it had you in like sticky situations, but it's like now you're being more practical, and then you're also giving yourself that grace. Clarify this Knight of Pentacles, Holy Spirit. Yeah, like you're allowing yourself to be in a space of peace, especially when it comes to a lot of the heartbreaks, separations, and things that could have happened to you in the past. And you're working on that day by day. Like, you're making a lot of progress. You're making so much progress. Yeah, and have someone in your energy, like, they know that they're responsible for causing you hurt. They're going through intense judgment at this time, and it's literally their karma, like, period, point blank. Yeah, like, now they have individuals that are walking away from them. Like, they have individuals that are just letting go of like whatever connection that they thought was solid, and that's literally their judgment. That's their karma that they're going through. Yeah, and this is your judgment. Your wish is coming true. You're definitely going to be receiving a lot of material success. You definitely have some money coming your way. Yeah, and it's because you're ambitious. Okay, so continue to focus on that. Okay, focus on your forward momentum and your future, right? Because you are very determined. You've made a lot of big changes, but there's a lot more to come, and it's going to be in the high vibrational sense, as to where you will be getting a lot of recognition for these accomplishments that you're going to be making, but the recognition is not going to be like individuals that secretly are envious, right? The recognition you're going to be receiving is from genuine individuals that are like genuinely happy to see you in this better space, right? Yeah. All right, it's a new beginning. Somebody's definitely turning out of a really hard cycle. It could have been very stressful for you. You are now in the energy of recovery, okay, and you're in the energy of receiving. Like, you have you something that you did recently, it's leading to the birth of a new opportunity, right? So you have gone through this rebirth, death to the old you. All right, and with this Fool card, you're very excited about these things coming towards you, and you have a renewed energy, like, towards your life and like where it's going. Somebody also, like, you want to start something, but it's like you're kind of like doubting yourself. Do it, okay? Pretty much, point blank. Yeah, because when you do that thing that you've been doubting doing, the change is gonna come even faster. Okay, whatever you're waiting to come in, it's definitely gonna come in faster and faster as you um seize the moment. Honestly, yeah, because you've achieved a lot of peace. As even when individuals were literally, they were doing, like, it's like you were recovering, right? And it's like you wanted to be accepted by certain individuals, and you're like, I'm focusing on my healing journey. You're talking about it and stuff like that, and these individuals just weren't committing to working with you. Yeah, you're definitely a divine being. You're standing in your divinity, and as you're standing in your divinity, it leads to a lot of envy. Okay, the reason why you met these individuals that could have hurt you, could have made you feel some type of way, even when you were like, damn, I was being genuine, it's because there was a lesson that you needed to learn. Okay, and you have learned a lesson, which is why that is no longer going to be happening. Okay. You have a lot of celebrations coming your way. You're definitely going to be having experiences that you're really going to enjoy, like on a soul level, and it's because you've remained balanced, and then you've also remained dignified. Like you didn't let nobody like take you out of character, whatever. Like you probably was the type of person in the past where it's like you had no issues just letting somebody know where they had you fucked up at. But it's a way to let someone know where they got you fucked up at without like crashing out, or without making yourself look a certain type of way that you don't want to look. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no regrets, and that's a really good energy. Yeah, like you are successful, and you have individuals watching you. Like they watching you because they see how far you can go. Like I'm talking to someone that has definitely made a lot of improvements, and you have to really stand in that energy where you're realizing the improvements you've made as well. Okay, like literally. Yeah, like there was somebody that was in secret competition with you. Yeah, and it's like they cast an illusion that they were some type of protector. They cast an illusion like they was a stand-up person or whatever, and like they just showed that they was just fucking corny. Yeah, and now they're like depressed, like they're going through like a lot of heartache and shit, and missing a lot of opportunities because they blocked their own blessing. You feel me? And the fact that you was able to just push, move forward, meditate, get your shit right, probably hurt your feelings for a little bit, but it wasn't like nothing too crazy. And that's really good because you're starting to reevaluate these connections where it's like, oh, that was an insecurity that I had, which had me attracted to this individual, right? And then you're starting to give yourself the grace that you was given all these individuals that really wasn't appreciating you on a soul level, on a heart level, So you definitely have individuals that are coming towards you that are going to call, it's going to be at a heart level, where you are continuing to be honest, you're continuing to be moved by love, and these individuals will be on the same wavelength. Okay, if someone is committed to misunderstanding you, that motherfucker don't even understand themselves, bro. If they're not being moved by love, it's because that motherfucker don't love themselves, they don't love the most high. And that's why it's a thing about being equally yoked. Okay, if you're trying to have a relationship, a friendship, or whatever with somebody, and they don't even pray, this shit is never gonna work. Honestly, it's never gonna work. Yeah, like you're very innocent. You are very innocent. I'm talking to someone that is like an earth angel, a light worker, a star seed, a chosen one, like whatever you call it. And you deserve to have the pleasures of life, right? And you also deserve to have like sensual delights as well, And it seems as though you attracted individuals that were like moved by lust, or like they tried to tempt you with lust, right? And now you're no longer attracted to that. That's divinity. Okay, that is divinity. Like I'm talking to somebody that had so many options, so many choices. Okay, like for example, you could be a feminine energy where you constantly have masculines that are coming towards you with love offers, but these motherfuckers just wanted to control you, right? They just wanted to control you pretty much point blank. And it's like, and it's because they knew that you were valuable, right? But they weren't willing to do the healing. They weren't willing to do the work to meet you where you are. So it's like they try to break you down so you could be at their level. And it might have been something that affected you for a while. Yeah, and with this Ace of Cups, it's like you have a lot of new love coming your way. Like you definitely have gone through an emotional awakening as to where if an individual is not offering you fulfillment, if this individual is not harmonious on their own, you're knowing off rip that they can't be harmonious with you. Yeah. Like someone's definitely attracting divine love at this time as to where you're abundant, they're abundant. You're coming up as the star, they're coming up as the star. Like really a like-minded individual, and that is your divine inheritance. You're also going to be building strong foundations with a lot of individuals. Okay, this could be friendship, whatever people you could call family, this divine love that I just mentioned. and it's fated for things to be in this way. Okay, but you have to think about the balance. Okay, if these individuals coming towards you aren't balanced emotionally, whatever, like even if you meet somebody comes towards you and it's something that you don't like, that ain't your person. All right, the divine union, you are going to like everything about them. You're gonna love their flaws, you're gonna love, everything. Okay, everything. All right, and with individuals, when it comes to love, right, it's fated. You're not gonna have to fight for it. You're not gonna have to have anyone playing any type of games with you. Like, you're gonna be able to be honest, because that's the right thing to do. It takes more energy to be a dickhead than it does to be just your true self. Okay, because we are all born innocent, but people go through shit and it just turns them real nasty on the inside, no matter how good they look on the outside, right? Yeah, and it's like these karmic energies, like they're very defensive now because they know that they can't attack you any longer. Okay, so when you're in this space of this balance and this healing, and it's like you learned all the lessons you needed to learn, right? Everyone that you meet, look for the lesson in it. All right, that's how you know who's a blessing or not. Okay, like, yeah, practice that discernment. All right, because you literally have long-term success coming your way. So the enemy is going to try to trick you in different ways as to where you think something is divine love, you think something's going to bring you abundance, but you have to consult with the Most High to be sure that's what it is, regardless of what it look like, regardless of what they give you, regardless of how they act. All right, because individuals love to put on a persona saying they are chosen, but it's not showing. Look at that shit. Okay, like you can tell. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, you can tell. Period. Like, you can tell. Somebody, like, anticipate somebody coming your way. Okay, because these cards be coming out, but somebody definitely has a Gemini and a Taurus that's going through a time moment at this time, and it's because they did some fucked up shit to you. Okay, and even if the signs is not resonated, like, take it with a fucking resonate. You had two people that were probably close to you, probably family, I don't know, an ex that you really really loved at one point. These motherfuckers is going through hell. Okay, they're going through hell. They have swords in their back. They being tormented by whatever the fuck demons they sent your way to attack. That it's not happening. Somebody tried to attack life. Somebody tried to attack your ascension as to you being a leader, and now they are being faced with that divine judgment. Okay, and for some of these motherfuckers, the judgment is death, literally, because somebody lied. Somebody lied about something they did not have no business lying about. Okay. And that is why they're going through intense karma. And it's like your victory is going to have you celebrating. Okay. So you could be in a period of celebrating at this time. And when I'm saying celebrating, it don't always mean you won't have a whole bunch of people around. If you know this is resonating for you, if you're able to have a good time by your motherfucking self. Okay, when you buy a bottle and you get some smoke or whatever the fuck you do, like, you could do it by yourself. You're not doing it to escape. You could play music, you could dance, you could just have a good ass time by yourself. That's how you know your next step is this divine union, right? Because you have become in harmony with your higher self as to where, cool, you heal these inner child wounds, or you're healing these inner child wounds, because healing is linear. You feel me? Nobody's completely healed, but you've healed the fuck enough to enjoy the present moment, right? And that is why these individuals they're feeling powerless, because you have released the strongholds that they really tried to hold over your life. Like, the energy that I'm feeling is like somebody was motherfucking horrible, and it probably took you a little minute to get over it. I can't hold you. It probably did take you a little minute to get over it. And I can't lie, like, I don't really like tapping into the karmic energy, but y'all be needing to hear this shit. Okay, you made it through the storm. The storm is over. The storm is over, right? You won't have to deal with that hurt and pain anymore. So it's like when you're meeting new people, because you're in an era of meeting new individuals, okay, you have to practice discernment. Okay. And sometimes a lot of the discernment could be just shutting the fuck up, because people will talk themselves into a hole. They gonna tell on themselves because they can't help it. You're a star seed. You're a light worker, right? So your light is automatically irritating whatever the fuck demons they got in, and they can't help but to speak that and to show that, because they can't hold it in anymore, right? Because you unmask individuals naturally. It could be from your beauty, it could be from your intelligence, all the motherfucking above, okay? So you have to realize that you are very attractive at this time. And when I say you're attractive, you're attracting everything and everybody. They're gonna come towards you. They're gonna try. But you have to practice that discernment. You can't be nice to everybody. Everybody doesn't deserve that grace. Sometimes you're calling divine judgment on somebody by telling them, hell no. Literally. Like literally. Like this is your era of doing what the fuck you want to do, pretty much. Because the Most High trusts you with this power that you have, because you practice self-control. You're not moving out of ego. You're moving out of love, right? So somebody really needs to get in that energy of telling somebody like, bro, this ain't that and that ain't this. Period. Like, that's the energy. Telling somebody like where they got you fucked up at. And even if like you don't even want to even do that, keep it short and cute. Keep it short and sweet, dog. Like for real. No more over explaining yourself. You don't gotta explain yourself to no motherfucking body. Like you don't. Because God even know your heart. You don't even have to explain yourself to God, because God knows what's on your heart. Right? When you talking to God, that's you talking to your daddy. You talking to your best friend, right? But there's somebody really, they're trying their hardest to hold onto your energy as to where they want to affect you negatively, but the shit is not working. And I know it's coming off like I'm a little irritated, but I'm not really irritated. It's just I don't really like this energy. I ain't even gonna hold you, but this motherfucker is holding on for dear life, and they keep coming out in my cards. But I'm gonna get it out, because the more I make you aware of the shit that's going on, the more the illusion is being uncast. Okay? Because even if you feel like you tired of hearing about it, it's because it's a situation that you give into that you shouldn't fucking be. That's why you fucking hearing that shit. Like, period. And in order for you to manifest this abundance, in order for you to manifest all the shit that you want to come in, you have to clear up all that bullshit. Okay? It's about you remaining passionate about setting these motherfucking healthy boundaries. Okay? You can learn from trial and error. You can. You can meet people. You can date. Hell, if you want, you could damn date. It ain't nothing against you dating, but you got to practice discernment. You can't just be giving that shit out to everybody. I promise you that shit'll have you fucked up. That's why it's always safer to just keep your body to yourself until you sure. I ain't even gonna hold you until you get a sign from the Most High, because the Most High is gonna encourage these divine unions. It's gonna be encouraged, right? If something's affecting your mood, if something's making you anxious, if you talk to somebody and then some weird shit start happening, like I have children, so most of the times I be realizing people on bullshit because my kids, they be getting on my nerves sometimes, right? And that be a sign for me like, oh, something wrong with that motherfucking energy. You feel me? Listen to that. If you don't have children, your pets is going to show a lot too. Say you walking your dog, you go outside, your dog just staring at somebody like, but it's not like a stare like they being nosy. It's a stare like, bitch, who the fuck is that? Pay attention to that shit, right? Like you get signs from everywhere. I promise you, you're going to get signs from everywhere. Like I could give an example. Like I literally woke up today. And I can't say like I was in a bad mood. I was just a little bit exhausted. I can't lie. I was sleepy. And I was doing my eyebrows now, mad as hell, because I'm like, bro, what's happening? Like, this is so annoying right now. And so whenever I start my readings, I used to do my prayer on camera, but now I don't do it. But I say like, casting away all dark energies, sent to harm or disturb me and my loved ones, right? I said that prayer, and then I felt called to say return to sender. So I did that, and then I fucking fixed my eyebrows, and it came out right. And that's so small, right? But it's something that was really pissing me off. My females, y'all know how it is when you feel your eyebrows in, and then it just don't be. It's just like, what the fuck. Like, I can't lie. Like, even now, my eyebrows get on my damn nerves because I don't like it. I don't like how I did it today, but I don't give a fuck. But you got to be protective over yourself and pay attention to the signs that you're getting, okay? Because I'm also a person that is very ambitious, and I'm very motherfucking hard on myself. I promise you I am. And I don't like that I'm like that. But at the end of the day, like, I was like forced to be like that, pretty much, because I didn't have nobody that believed in me. I didn't have not one person on this earth that believed in me. To this day, I feel like nobody really believes in me, like my family wise. You feel me? That's why I cut them bitches off. But it's like, you still have to get to a point where it's like you're not being so hard on yourself, and you have made a lot of big changes, and definitely focus on acknowledging that, okay? And I'm saying that for me too. You feel me? Like, nobody is perfect, nothing is going to be perfect, but with these individuals that are coming towards you, it's gonna feel perfect, it's gonna feel right. And it's like, now that you have this spiritual discernment, right? And now that you are walking on this path in your divinity, you're going to feel it. You're going to know. Okay? Like, you're going to know. All right. What else do I need to know, Holy Spirit? Yeah, this came out again. Somebody's definitely on a new journey, okay? This journey that you're on, you're going to be receiving a lot of invitations, okay? This could be a lot of individuals asking you out on dates. You might go out in public, you'll have people just looking at you and flirting with you and giving you compliments and things and da. All right, that's about to be happening for you if it's not happening for you right now. Okay, it is prevalent that you remain grounded, because at first you're gonna be like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have you feeling yourself, and then after a while, you're gonna be like, God damn, like, leave me alone. You're gonna have that sunglasses era. All right, because you're gonna be like, yo, leave me alone. I don't want you. Okay. It's not it's not a bad thing. Okay? This is a test that you are under, so the Most High can be sure that you're not going to be in your ego. That the Most High is sure that you're not that desperate going after everything that comes towards you. Okay? That's your test. All right? You got to move with grace, but also tell them motherfucker no. Okay? And it's very sticky, especially with females, because in the past, like, I used to have a lot of anxiety where I would get afraid if a guy would ask me for my number, like, I would give them my number, because, like, I'm not trying to get my ass beat because his ego hurt because I didn't want to give him my number. Now I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna hold you. I don't give a flying fuck. And when I say I live in the hood, okay, going to the store, going anywhere, it's always somebody. So I don't give a hot shit. Sometimes I'll blatantly ignore that motherfucker. I look you dead in your eyes and act like I didn't hear shit that you fucking said. All right. And then sometimes, if this is another tip, if somebody gives you compliments or whatever, like, you could say thank you, but don't do that sweet sexy voice. Save that sweet sexy voice for the the one you want. Okay, thank you. Like, you feel me? Like, that's the type of energy you gotta have. Okay, that's being in that divine feminine energy. Okay, because yes, divine feminine does resonate with Empress energy. Divine feminine energy does resonate with Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, and all that. But you have to know the difference in it, because that's when it calls being balanced, when you know. And this, even if you're masculine watching, the same thing. King of Cups, King of Swords, King of Wands, like you're gonna have to tap into those different energies, which is why you focus on your healing, so you can know how to conduct yourself when you're presented with all these different individuals. Okay, because the pool is wide, it's huge, and you're very attractive. Sometimes people are intimidated, but sometimes people are intimidated, but they still push you that fear and try it. Right? So don't get like irritated. You feel me? Don't get irritated and show low vibrational energies, especially if you're turning somebody away, just to avoid any bad karma, and then also to avoid any bullshit and any chaos. Okay, because that's also a test. You might react to something negatively, and then it might snowball into some bullshit. You get what I'm saying? I like this because this feel like a love reading, but real shit. I feel like I low key feel like I'm like literally helping to prepare someone for divine union. Like you have divine union coming your way, but you listen, because when you when you get in union, I'm sorry, the download's coming in fast. When you come in union with your divine partner, right? Your partner is gonna have more love offers just because they're connected to you. You're gonna get more love offers just because you're connected to them, regardless of the love offers you're already getting being by yourself. You feel me? And I heavily resonate with that because literally every person that I've ever dated, like they really wasn't getting no motion like that. And then it's like when I start dealing with them, motherfuckers, they have bitches, and then they started getting in their ego, like slow down. And then when I broke up with them, like they went right back in that hole. Yeah, like what is you talking about? But yeah, like somebody definitely, like you gotta know when to be protective and stuff. You're saving that emotional, honestly, you saving all that emotional soft shit for your partner. Period. Okay. Not everybody deserves that nurturing part of you. They don't. All right, because people will take advantage of that. Like you probably have people that walk up to you having random conversations with you. Cut that shit short. Because I used to get caught up with that shit too. Like, yes, nice to have a conversation with a stranger, but sometimes it's like, all right, like, bye, like, walk away. But they don't because they're so attracted to your energy. Okay, people call it like siren energy, but I don't really like calling it siren energy because for my collective, we not doing no spells. We not doing no beauty magic and all that shit. You beautiful because you beautiful, right? You don't gotta do no beauty magic. And you know, the all you gotta do is motherfucking look in the mirror, tell yourself you love yourself, and then boom, that's what it is. Yeah, because you pouring into yourself. You don't gotta do all that extra shit. You feel me? And that is why you're expanding, because you don't have to do that extra shit. I'm not just chatting to y'all. Somebody is a star. Like, you don't have to do too much. All right. So on the days that you like, you know what? Let me do my makeup. You feel me? Let me do this. Let me do that. And it's just like, oh my God. Yeah. Because you don't have to try. And then when you do try, it's like, oh my God. Like people just start looking at you crazy. Like, yeah. Like you're going to have people that are staring at you, and your intuition is going to tell you like if someone's being weird or not. Because sometimes people are going to stare at you because they are like stuck in time, frozen because of the energy and the beauty that you have. Okay, there are some individuals that can see your aura, they can see that halo, they can see that. Okay, some people have that gift, right? So you know, that's why sometimes people are like that. Yeah, and then someone's also working on like releasing control. Okay, so somebody's divine partner could probably be somebody that's like they get clingy, right? Your divine partner is working on that clingy shit, right? And you probably have healed from that clingy shit. I can't lie, I used to be like that, but like, yeah, you're getting better with it. Yeah, and it's like, ugh, this karmic energy keeps popping out. Like somebody is stuck. Okay, somebody from your past is stuck. They can't do nothing. They can't do nothing. They broke, dusty, crusty. They just fucked up right now. They third eyes blocked. They can't do shit that they used to do. Okay, somebody's ex-partner, family member, I don't fucking know. They had spiritual gifts. They kept it a secret, but they was into some dark shit, kept doing it, and God snatched their gifts from them, and they're fucked up right now because they can't do no beauty magic. They can't do no magic to get abundance. They can't do none of that shit, and they're fucked up. They're fucked up. And it's like they're trying to like call you in by thinking about you all the time. Yeah, and they're very unstable. Very unstable. But like nothing that they can do can like affect you, right? But somebody, you might run into an ex. I'm not even gonna hold you. You might, that motherfucker might try to knock on your door or randomly call you or something. And yeah, like just keep it fucking moving. Yeah, because like somebody wants to cause conflicts because they want to like knock you off your square, but like your long term success is here. This individual is stuck in conflict, but you are working. You feel me? You did the work, you're doing the work. And you know, they just gonna probably be like that forever. I can't hold you. It is what it is. Like somebody can't believe that you are still kind and compassionate. Like someone wanted you to be as bitter as they are. And then I'm hearing somebody had like a bitter ass mom or like a bitter ass dad or grandma. I don't know, somebody they was close to that they grew up with. And that motherfucker was just bitter. And it's like they put that into them. You feel me? Because that bitterness is a fucking demon. It feeds off of that. You feel me? So, you know, just focus on remaining grounded. You'll be all right. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Somebody's ex is gonna be so sick when you get into this divine union. And when I say sick, they might physically get sick, throwing up, crying type of shit. Because this divine union will emotionally fulfill you to the point where you will make up for that lost time. You know them feelings that you gave away to motherfuckers that ain't deserve it. You done called your energy back. And now you are going to be able to show that love to someone that deserves it. Okay? And yeah, that's just what it is. Mm. So we got King of Cups, Queen of Cups, and then right after that we got King of Pentacles. Like, listen, somebody's partner is very abundant in spirit and in the 5D. Oh, I said the 5D, the 3D, both of them. But it's like some type of delay that's happening with divine partner. What about this delay? We got the Hierophant and the Emperor. Heavy divine masculine. Heavy divine masculine. Because we got King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Emperor. What is this delay, Holy Spirit? It says the Fool card. The only thing that is keeping this divine partner, and more specifically, this divine masculine from coming towards you is that they are afraid to come towards you because they are afraid that you are going to turn them down. That's funny as fuck. What else? Yeah, and the Most High is making them like, you know, put their big boy pants on, big girl pant, whatever the fuck. Like, they gotta make a decision and stick to it, pretty much. Scared money don't make them. All right. If you dealing with somebody and they try to act like they all nervous, Bookie, we are adults. Let that shit go. And if you so nervous, go over there and heal. Okay? Like, period. Your divine partner is gonna be sure about you. They gonna know I want this person. This feels like my divine partner. We gonna be together forever. They gonna be sure about that shit. And they gonna stand on motherfucking business about you. Period, point blank. They not gonna be scared. All right. But somebody's divine partner is getting this shit together. Yeah. It's a lot of healing work happening, okay, for this manifestation to come into fruition. But there's definitely a lot of willpower when it comes to this energy, right? And it's through a lot of self-reflection, okay? Somebody's definitely doing a lot of self-reflection to like heal wounds that could like affect them like from the past and shit. What else? Somebody also might be going to some type of gathering. It might be a gathering in your home, and it is about to be what is it, the next holiday, Thanksgiving or whatever. If you celebrate that shit, like somebody is gonna be going to like some type of a gathering like at their home. Yeah, and there's gonna be some type of communication. Okay, what about this communication? Yeah, somebody is going to be expressing to you, like pretty much giving you validation. Like it's probably going to be someone that you're like, oh, I didn't think they would be watching me. Maybe you're building your social media or something. I don't fucking know. Whatever you're working on, something that you're working on that you're happy to work on. Somebody's going to be expressing to you how admirable you are and how you have helped them to build up their strength by whatever work that you've been doing. Okay, so somebody's definitely going to acknowledge the growth that you have made, and that feels like a really good energy. Yeah, and it also could be regarding like your children, or maybe somebody's child is going to be telling them like, mommy or daddy, like I'm proud of you, you know. Expect to hear a lot of I love yous. Expect to hear a lot of I love yous. Yeah, your victory, like you're definitely in your victory season. You have a clear direction about where you're going. Yeah, and someone, like I said, someone in your energy is slowed down. They're stopped. They're blocked. So if you focusing on whoever's throwing out negative energy, fuck that shit, bro. Because you have a lot of shit that you're doing. Like they're stuck and slowed down, so they're gonna keep trying to do shit, but they're trying. They can't do it. All right. Some of these motherfuckers is gonna spend the rest of their life trying to attack you. They're gonna spend the rest of their life trying to spread rumors and gossip, trying to make fetch happen. It's not fucking happening, bro. And they just gonna have to be like that. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. Like, period. But somebody was not prepared for your growth. They were not prepared at all. And it's simply because they did not believe in you. It's like the more that you achieve peace, the more that they're in fear. The more that you achieve your goals, the more that they're anxious. And it's like, yeah, like you literally were at a space to where you're probably down here and they were right here. And then you slowly got here. When y'all got here, that motherfucker was like, what? Start throwing out spell work. And it started going like this. They're sick. They're mad. They're sad. Oh, fucking well, ho. Yeah, like Ace of Pentacles. So this Ace of Pentacles fell out onto another deck, right? So I'm going to read some more of the energy with my other deck to clarify this Ace of Pentacles for this new beginning, okay? Thank you, God. God is leading this reading towards what's coming in. Good. I think we done cleared out all the karmic energy because y'all feel my energies better now, right? But I had to get this out for y'all. But somebody's really like healing their crown chakra at this time, as to where you set that bitch down, you putting it back on, right? And it's like there's individuals that they're hating, they feel some type of way, but you're also inspiring a lot of people too. Okay, so focus on who you're inspiring, right? Even if it's yourself, right? Um, it's really easy to get distracted, especially nowadays. But keep a close eye on it. All right, because I know everybody like to go on TikTok and shit. I be on there sometimes too, but I can't lie. I be snoozing people. If I see a post and I don't like it, if I don't like how they look, if I don't like what they saying, if I don't like the way they motherfucking talk, I am snoozing that shit. Do that. All right, it helps. I promise you, it helps a lot. Like, period. If you don't fucking like it, bye. And this is for people too. All right, if you don't like what they doing, saying, acting, you don't have to deal with nothing you don't want to motherfucking deal with. Okay. All right, I'm just shuffling up right now. Then I'm gonna get into this Ace of Pentacles, okay? About these new beginnings, these career opportunities, any resources that may come your way, with different things that you are manifesting, because a lot of you are manifesting and you don't even realize what you're manifesting. This is the same thing. We got Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, right? Because you're doing a lot of hard work to release any anxieties that you have about your future, about what's to come in. Somebody probably gets nervous when, I guess, as I'm talking about what's coming in for you. Don't be nervous, boo. Turn that nervous into like excitement, okay? That nervousness is something that you're holding on to, and it's rooted in insecurities. So do some inner child healing, okay? Because a lot of times people think like, oh, things are going a little bit too good right now. I feel a little bit too good right now. Something bad might be happening. No, that's some bullshit that was drilled into your head when you was little by them toxic motherfuckers that was bitter as hell, struggling and all fucked up and not focusing on their healing. You healed. I'm talking to somebody that's the only one to heal. Don't nobody know what the fuck you got going on. Period. Because they can't even imagine thinking like that. They can't imagine thinking that someone's dreams can come true. You're the dream come true. You are the dream come true. And that's why, like, these individuals can't speak no more. Ooh. And then I'm looking at this. Okay, so I got this tattoo in like 2019, and I got this one like 2 years ago, right? You see this space in the middle? I just realized, doesn't it look like a portrait? Like, this is you right now. A clean motherfucking slate. Anything could go there. Anything. Anything. And that's what you're manifesting. Like, literally. All right. What they need to know, Holy Spirit? Dang. These came in fast. All right, so there's something you're going to do spontaneous, right? That's going to lead to a high vibrational tower, as in it's going to be sudden change when you do it. And it's going to lead to you being very satisfied, to you having a really good time, as to where it's going to, like, this good time that you have is going to help you to fully release this anxiety and fully release these fears. Okay? What else? Yeah, talk to the Most High. If there is something that you're anxious about doing and you truly are scared and you truly have anxiety, talk to the Most High, because God is going to give you a sign. Yeah, and it has to do with you probably practicing tough love, and even you practicing tough love on yourself, like telling yourself, like, you have anxiety, like, bitch, fuck this anxiety. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do that. Sometimes you got to do that. What is that saying? Do it scared. You're walking into a new cycle as to where you're gonna have a choice, and then these choices are gonna be with individuals that want to be generous with you, are gonna be moved by love, and then you're also gonna have a lot of choice when it comes to moving forward with these goals that you're meeting, okay, through this hard work that you're doing, okay. And someone also is gonna have some choices when it comes to this divine love. Specifically, I'm talking to a divine feminine that will have a choice between multiple divine masculines. Okay, because I don't know. You know how it comes in the world when they like it's more men than women. It's more divine masculines than divine feminines. All right. So you're going to have multiple divine masculines coming towards you because they're going to be like, oh my gosh. But it's not going to be like, super crazy for real. Clarify. Yeah, work on processing your feelings about anything that is making you feel excluded, okay? You could go to my bio if you want to ask questions. I'm not answering any questions. But you have to work on doing some inner child healing to process your feelings about this exclusion, okay? It's like somebody's anticipating rejection, or you could be like anticipating something like negative happening, okay? That is an outdated mindset. Okay, no one's doing spell work on you. It's literally just an insecurity, and that can easily be knocked out doing some self love, talking to the Most High, writing down your feelings. Okay, give yourself grace with these feelings. Okay, what else? Yeah, in order for you to achieve balance, you have to make these necessary changes. So, focus on your self love. Do your self love affirmations. Because I can't lie, that helped me. It helped me a lot. And whoever's in your energy, they're heartbroken, they're fucking lazy, they can't do nothing that they want to do, they are going through lack. All right. It keep coming out the same. Y'all hear? You see, the karmic energy is popping out because this person is thinking about you. They're probably watching your social media or something. Like somebody has someone that's definitely watching them from a fake page, right? They definitely watch it from a fake page. They're a motherfucking fan. It is what it is. It is what the fuck it is. Okay? Like you are fully standing in your divinity. Fully. Fully standing in your divinity. And sometimes these individuals are just going to watch you. And they're not going to watch you because they're supporting you. They're going to watch you like, oh, when are they going to fail? Bitch, never. Your intuition led to this breakthrough. God gave you this intuition. You're doing the work that the Most High put you here to do. Your soul was on a mission for you to extend in this lifetime. All right? So the next lifetime, you're not going to struggle. Future generations, you've healed past generations that couldn't get to this point. All right? That's your breakthrough. Like, literally. And it was through the endings that you made. So if you are someone that still needs to make these endings, do it. Don't be afraid. Cut that shit off. Cut it off. And even if you don't really feel like, oh, maybe I can't cut it off completely, maybe it's a coworker, right? Or maybe it's like a best friend where it's like, oh, she got some hating ass energy, but I see she trying to help. She trying to help that. Just take a step back. You feel me? Just take a couple steps back. You feel me? Because sometimes you don't need to cut individuals completely off, right? Sometimes you just need to take a step back. All right, let them lead. All right. Like if this is someone that you're always contacting first, don't. All right. And that's going to help you if you're having some exhaustion. All right. Somebody's definitely being called to like recharge their energy. Okay. There's someone around you that is like, they really don't have any faith. They really don't pray. And in this age that we're in, right? You can tell if someone's not confident within themselves. You can tell when it's fake confidence or it's like a mask. You can tell shit like that. Set boundaries. All right. Like you don't have to always call that shit out. There's definitely someone that is very confident that wants to come toward you with some type of romantic offer, okay? But this individual's kind of messy, or like they could be like involved with like messy shit. I'm gonna delve into that. What about this Five of Wands, King of Wands, Holy Spirit, heavy fire energy? Oh, yeah, the Devil card came out. Somebody has a karmic in their energy. Yeah, but it's like you set boundaries with them, right? You set boundaries with them and it helped you to avoid some type of a conflict. That's why your horizons are expanded. So someone has gone through the last test that they needed to have, right? You had someone come towards you with some type of love offer and you set firm boundaries. You let somebody know like, hey, this is not it. Or you just simply stop talking to them, right? That was your last test before your horizons were to expand. So this horizon expansion could come in the form of abundance. It could come in the form of you finally meeting your divine partner, getting the ball rolling and stuff like that. We're going to go more into that Three of Wands, okay? See, the Justice card came out in reverse, right? And then Queen of Cups came out. So the fact that you walked away from this individual that was committed to lying, they were finally faced with the truth and they've never had that happen to them before. And this individual is now focusing on their healing, right? So you did your job of bringing the truth out. You was this Knight of Swords that came out in this energy as to where you weren't afraid to tell the truth, right? Need I say more? Right? So you are actually helping individuals' emotional stability, especially when it comes to love, like unions in general. Okay, so keep doing what you're doing. You're definitely doing the right thing. Like, damn, maybe I'm being a little bit too Judge Judy. Like, sometimes you're in a period of solitude and you be like, damn, my divine partner, like, damn, maybe I have too much standards. No, the fuck you don't. You don't have too high standards because they're gonna meet you where you at. Okay, like, period. Because your divine partner, like, when it comes to, I'm gonna speak for divine feminine. I don't really like speaking too much on divine masculine because I'm not a fucking man, obviously. But for divine feminines, that divine masculine is a protector, a provider. He is gonna love you. He's gonna be sure about himself. He's gonna speak up to you because he is gonna have to defend you. He is. And he's not gonna be getting jealous and being weird because that shows that he has a mental block. If he's being all jealous and all that weird ass shit, like, what? Be secure within yourself, right? You're going to enjoy this journey. You're going to enjoy this journey so much. Ooh, Two of Cups. What did I say? I hope y'all don't think I'm just on here chatting. Like, I wouldn't be on here. Okay? I promise you I would not be watching a movie right now. You have divine love coming your way. Period. This is what? The third confirmation? Clarify this Two of Cups. Yeah, you're on a period of solitude at this time. And you're following your instincts straight towards your new beginning. Like, literally. Somebody's divine masculine probably, like, knows them. I don't know, but it's faded. Like, however, it should come. It's fated for y'all to work together, to come together. Da-da-da. You probably been in this period of solitude and you like, damn, maybe I don't have a divine partner. Yes, the fuck you do. You're a divine being. You're supposed to have a partner. That's why it's called twin flame, right? High level soul mate. Okay. You are meant to be in this divine union. Okay. It's just a lot of individuals, when they get to this point of their journey, they fuck up. They get in their ego. They start being like, oh, I got all these people come towards me. Fuck a divine partner. Like, I'm just about to have a roster. Hell no. Keep going towards this happiness. Focus on your success. Keep focusing on your healing. Okay. You're learning more how to move with grace, tapping into that feminine and masculine energy. Okay. Because to have a balance, you should have a good balance between your feminine energy and your masculine energy. Okay. It just helps. It helps a lot. Yeah, and it also helps to break down like any illusions that these individuals might like come towards you with, right? Because now you have a new perspective on these stagnant relationships and these illusions that individuals cast. It's like you can see now. You feel me? Like in the past, you wasn't really sure. In the past, you probably had like rose-colored like glasses, but it's not like that no more. You have a new perspective, all right? So when you're looking at these new individuals coming towards you, you're not looking through it of the eyes of who you were in the past. And then it's like you don't look like who you were in the past. You don't talk like it, walk like it, none of that shit. So you got to release who you were back then. Okay, don't be ashamed of who you were back then, because who you were back then set you up for where the fuck you are now. If you didn't go through all that bullshit, and I know it was hard. I know it was hard. I done been through some horrible shit. I don't even want to scare y'all tonight. Okay, I've been through some horrible shit, and I'm grateful I went through that horrible shit because it brought me to where the fuck I am right now. I don't have nobody hurting me, nobody lying to me and all that. And like that's the energy you in. You feel me? You don't have to be looking behind your back every few seconds. You could lay down, go to sleep with a smile on your face, and wake up with a smile on your face. That's the energy, right? If you didn't go through what you went through, you wouldn't be able to appreciate what's happening now. And I know it hurt, but that's why you're working on healing to move past it, okay? What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, that's what I said. All right, just clarify what I said. Healing. Healing. You see these cups, they got cracks in it, but you're not broken. You're not broken. You know, like in China, they have those like those fucking, I don't know, cups and shit, and it's like they be broken and then they fix it and they fill it with gold. That's you. You patched up all them times they stuck a sword in you. You pulled that shit out and it got patched up with gold, right? And that's why you're able to pour into yourself. And you don't got nobody draining you no more. You don't got nobody stressing you out. Every day you wake up, you look more and more beautiful. That's divinity. Not everybody's walking in that power. Listen. Listen. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I be writing these notes on these. I need to fix it, but I write the notes on the cards so y'all can see that I'm not just saying shit. Because some of these bitches be reading tarot and they be pulling out cards and it don't be meaning what the fuck they be saying on the cards. All right, but either way, fulfillment, blessings, wish fulfillment. You are the wish fulfillment. You're the blessing. Those individuals that made you feel like they was the blessing, they realized real quick when you walked away who was the blessing, who was the light. Okay, they realized they was feeding off of your energy. That's why they mad. That's why they spreading rumors. That's why they watching you like a motherfucking fan because they know they can't come back around you. These bitches can't fuck with you. Period. Like, period. Like, literally, you are fulfilled. Like, you are the magic. Like, oh my God. Like, you provide so much clarity, and it's because of your strength. You have a clear direction on where you're going, and it's straight to the top. Whatever you view that as, whatever you view success as, okay? Because not everybody, not everybody's goal is to be rich. Maybe somebody, like, you can be rich having harmony, having family, having that shit. You feel me? Then this is coming from somebody, I didn't have none of that shit. I ain't had no money. Half the time I ain't had no food, no clothes. I ain't had nobody I ain't have nothing. So I got it out the motherfucking mud by myself. Right? And it's through courage, it's through strength, it's through self-control, it's through knowing that God got your back because you communicate with the Most High. And that is why you're worthy of every blessing that's coming your way. No matter how big or small, it's a blessing. All right? Practice gratitude. Practice gratitude. God is giving you all these blessings for a reason, but I promise you, if you do not practice gratitude, that shit is gonna get snatched. Or shit is gonna line up as to where you end up giving it away. Like in the past, right? In the past, you did get some blessings, but you always end up giving it away or it got took, right? It's because you didn't practice gratitude. So someone wants to take action on something. It's some type of new opportunity, some type of idea, but it's like you're not trusting that idea. Seek guidance from the Most High on how to move forward from it. Okay, because honestly, period point blank, lack of self-trust, if you work on your insecurities, that will help you to not be so scared to trust yourself. Okay. Oh no, I get it, Lauren, because same. I realized the other day that I've only been called beautiful by strangers. I've never had anyone tell me that I was beautiful. That's why it took me turning 30 to actually see the beauty in myself. People suck. Like, honestly, when you're beautiful, they're not going to tell you. When you're intelligent, they're not going to tell you. When you're blessed with spiritual gifts, they're not going to tell you. People are using me for my spiritual gifts and then get mad at me for my spiritual gifts until I realized. And I didn't realize I had these spiritual gifts till 2020. Like, literally, that's when I first started getting downloads. And it was crazy. But yeah, what I was saying, like, let go of this lack of self-trust, okay? Everything that you set out to do is going to be successful. Affirm that. Okay, that's why I'm real big on saying these affirmations in the mirror. You're pouring into yourself and you're putting it out to the universe. When you're saying, I'm divinely protected, I am beautiful, I'm worthy of the divine love that I embody, I am successful, I will receive all the blessings that I need and want. You gotta say that shit and be focused on it. All right, because you're doing a lot of work on yourself. All this work that you're doing on yourself will pay off because of your perseverance, because you're following your intuition to express yourself any way that you are called to. Okay, the Most High gave you this gift of intuition. Not everyone has it. You know that voice that's in your head? Not everyone has that voice. You see all these zombies walking around, right? And you know who's a zombie or not. A good example I could give is like, you know, when you see people that's down and out on the streets, right? They could be homeless or whatever. And it's like the ones that you see that don't have a soul, right? And then the ones that do. The ones that you do give to, you might give them $1. You might buy them a meal because you know that they still have a soul. It's just they've been dealt a lot of hard, a hard shit. You're the angel that was brought to them to help them. But then you see the ones that are like zombies, real like zombies out here. That's the zombie apocalypse. Motherfuckers is waiting for people to come eat their brain. No, your brain is being eaten by staying around people that are eating up your fucking energy. Okay? And there is a lot of symbolism. Like, it's a lot of symbolism out here. But literally, at the end of the day, be at peace with these decisions that you're making, okay? Because you are on the right path. You are making the right decisions. You are. You might not be sure if you are. And if you're ever not sure about anything, pray. Because the Most High is going to give you confirmation every time. Every time. Every time. You are part of the 1%. You are part of the 1%. And it's like, you're also very generous when it comes to expressing these emotions, right? But now you got to work on expressing these big emotions to the Most High. So if there's something that makes you very excited or something that make you feel kind of sad, go to the Most High about it. Okay? Because I know, we like to have fellowship and stuff like that, but now you got to start distancing from that. Don't share everything that's going on in your head with social media, with your friends. I know you love your friends love you. You love your family love you. But at this point, you consult with the Most High, okay? I'm telling you. Because when this divine union comes in, that's going to be who you going to share with. Because the head of this union is God, okay? And it's like, you just can't share too much of yourself. All right. You being prepared for this union. So you got to take a step back a little bit. Okay. Because somebody been sharing a little bit too much of what the fuck they got going on and like what they want to do. And maybe this individual helps you to feel grounded, but you have to feel grounded by yourself. Make yourself feel grounded. Okay. You don't need to consult with anyone or anything but the Most High in order to have you feeling grounded. Okay. And that's the hard part. But you got this. Because you manifesting all your new beginnings. And you're in a fertile waiting period. Okay. So for someone, honestly, your last test is to really stick up for yourself. All right. Don't be afraid to stick up for yourself. But you have to have that balance as to where you're sticking up for yourself, but you're also practicing grace and moving in love. Right. And then for someone, what like a big lesson that you're gonna have to do is to keep some stuff to yourself. Okay, even if you love them, they might not be trying to hurt you or whatever, but that's the message. All right. So if you want that divine union to come in, pretty much that's just what it is. You're in a fertile waiting period. Everything you do is going towards your future. All right. Be confident within yourself, love on yourself, maintain these healthy boundaries, and be authentically yourself. Period. Point blank. Keep living, in your truth, standing in your power. Do things that make you feel beautiful because you are beautiful. You are loved. You're worthy of this love. You have to set these boundaries because you're going to have a lot of individuals that want to come towards you with love offers, and you're going to have to learn how to say no respectfully, because when you go into the divine union, your divine partner is going to have a bunch of love offers too, and that person is going to have to be standing on business too. Like, y'all mirroring each other at this time. Like, literally. Yeah. Like, your desires are becoming a reality, but it's like, it's your hope in the Most High. It's you knowing that these things are coming to a fruition where like, the desires are coming, that has you in the spotlight right now, right? But it's in the spotlight because someone wants to cause conflicts. They want to cause difficulty so you're not hopeful. They want to cause difficulty so you're not in the spotlight, but it's not working. That is why it's sandwiched in between it. So it's all about having your faith, keeping the faith, keeping your prayers. If there's something you're not sure about, pray about it. If there's any question that comes up, pray about it. And even if you pray to the Most High, hell, God be testing us all the time. If you want, ask God for a specific sign. Like, I asked God for a sign to let me know through birds. When I say every time I walk out the house, it's a flock of birds coming outside, I just be like, thank you, God. And then one time I asked for signs with bees. Every time I walk in the house, there's a goddamn bee. It's cold outside where I'm at. And it's always a bee popping out of somewhere. Like if I go outside and like say I'm like frustrated with something or whatever, a fucking bee will come all by my face. If like I'm in a good mood, I'm just like, good. A bee will come and land on me. Like ask God first to show you specific signs. You know, it could be your favorite color, it could be anything, and I promise you, you will get that sign. All right. So I hope this message motivated you. Claim that energy because somebody really has divine union coming their way. I definitely dropped a lot of gems. If you didn't catch me from the beginning, this will be uploading. Honestly, YouTube be taking their time, so it probably will upload to my page like tomorrow. But I am gonna check on it. But yeah, definitely. I hope you have a good night. Continue to live in love.